The Food and Drug Administration made a major announcement this week. Cigarette makers must add large graphic warning labels and images to packaging and advertising in the U.S. by October 2012. It's the first major change in warning labels in more than 25 years. On KITV.com, we asked for your opinion. Do you think new graphic warnings for cigarettes will matter? Now, 16% said yes. An overwhelming 84% said no. And joining us this morning is the president and CEO of the American Lung Association, Mountain Pacific, Renee Klein. Renee, good to have you with us this morning.
Thanks, Kenny. I'm delighted to be here.
Absolutely. Now, 16% said it would be effective, according to our poll. How effective do you think these labels will be?
Well, we do think they'll be effective because the studies in other countries have shown that they would be. Many other countries have done these same kind of changes in their labels, and they've seen a decline. Canada, for example, they instituted very similar graphic pictures, and their smoking rate during that time period went from 26% down to 20%. So the studies are there, and we do feel they'll have a big impact. And
you mentioned 30 to 40 countries have already have these kind of labels, these big graphic labels on it. Why did it take the U.S. so long for it to come up with something like this?
Well, we have a very rigorous process in this country, and there's a lot of open debate that's allowed, and that's encouraged, and that's good. But to be perfectly honest, the tobacco industry, lots of delays, lots of obstacles, and lots of challenges to the rules, and they spend a lot of money trying to protect their product.
And they do have a lot of money to spend on that kind of lobbying. What was the American Lung Association's role in implementing this kind of change?
Well, stopping smoking is one of the American Lung Association's most important missions, and so what we have been doing ever since this issue came up for many years is trying to encourage the FDA to take aggressive steps. We have been doing everything possible with Congress, with the FDA, with consumer groups to make sure that these new warning labels would come about.
And we were talking about the smoking industry a little bit before. Altria Group, one of the biggest smoking companies out there, the smoking industry says that this kind of labeling stigmatizes smokers. It violates their constitutional right to free speech. How does the American Lung Association respond to that?
We don't want to stigmatize anyone. The issue for us is we want to change the habit. And it's certainly not the smoker, it's the smoking, which is bad for people, it's bad for everyone affected by it, and it's a tremendous cost to our society. Hundreds of millions of dollars and 440,000 preventable deaths every year. So we just want to help those people get off smoking and prevent kids from ever starting.
Renee, thanks for joining us here this morning. Hopefully these labels will work for some people out there. And you can always vote on our web poll on the new graphics, or see this interview again by heading over later today to the morning section of our website, KITV.com/thismorning.